Have you ever read the black cat/golden retriever dynamic and thought to yourself, I want to read a BL webtoon about that? And it can't be any old webtoon. It has to have cute characters and funny moments. It has to have a genuinely well-written plot where the romance isn't too rushed, but isn't too slow either. It has to have the perfect amount of tension and, oh my god, everything about it is just perfect. Well then, I found the webtoon for you. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today I'll be telling you why you should read Oh, My Assistant, written by Mila and illustrated by yiavaog. As I mentioned before, this webtoon has the black cat/golden retriever dynamic. We follow our main character, Sonho, who is a webtoon creator who makes R-rated webtoons. Despite his job though, he's been unable to get it up for 2 years. He needs to hire an assistant, and while he's holding interviews, we are introduced to Muyong. Muyong is expressionless, organized, and direct. And while having the interview, he says that he'll only accept the job under certain conditions, like working 9 to 5, no all-nighters, speaking to each other formally, etc. Since Muyong is the best candidate, he gets hired. As I mentioned before, he doesn't really show the expressions on his face, but he's actually super happy to be working for Sonho and finds him very attractive. As for Sonho, he slowly grows attracted to Muyong. It's so funny and adorable seeing all the things that happen to get them to grow closer. For example, Sonho might spill something on Muyong's shirt, so he has to rip it off. Sometimes they'll just crash into each other. And between work, they'll have lunch breaks together, and then after work is finished, they'll also have dinner together, and that's when they eat food and get to know each other even more, and even more feelings develop. I don't want to spoil the rest of the story, but it's entertaining from beginning to end, and despite the trials and tribulations Sonho and Muyong have to go through, they eventually get the perfect happy ending. The webtoon is approximately 40 chapters thereabouts, so it's really quick to read, and once you start, you'll be addicted to it like I was. So I 100% recommend it. The art style is kind of simple, like it's not super realistic like some other webtoons are, but it perfectly suits the more comedic aspects of the story, and it's really great seeing the exaggerated expressions, but also the more soft, rewarding moments, like when Muyong smiles because it's so rare for him. This webtoon also does have its spicy moments, which are nice, but it's not over the top or gratuitous like some other BL can feel. Like, every spicy moment really is earned because it's part of the story. Even the side characters are interesting. While you might not like all of them because they're kind of more villainous characters, they're still unique and funny and interesting in their own way. I also like the way that this webtoon tackles the reality of being gay in South Korea. This is shown through Muyong's grandmother. Obviously, being a grandmother, she is of an older generation, but I think that she deals with the fact that Muyong is gay in a really nuanced way. While it does show that Korea is more conservative, these characters do get a happy ending and do have their loved ones accept them, which is really great. Also, just the writing in general is well done. I mean, obviously it's so cute, but also the way that things will be foreshadowed at the beginning, or the way that characters' motivations and actions are properly explained. Like, sometimes you might be frustrated by the fact that they're not together yet, but you understand why, and it all feels very realistic. And I just think that it was superbly and excellently well done how things were set up in the very beginning that you kind of forget about but get called back later. So overall, it's a super satisfying read. Anyway, that is why you should read Oh, My Assistant. It was first published on Tapas, but it's now available to read on Legend. And actually, this webtoon was made like 3 years ago, so it's kind of old, but I just recently read it and I thought it was so great, so I had to make a video about it. Also, while researching this video, I found out that they made a K-drama adaptation. I don't know much about it, but maybe I'll watch it and make a video about it. So if you have seen it, let me know and whether you think it's worth it. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching, and if you want to see more BL content, check out the rest of my channel. Also, if you have any webtoon recommendations, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to check them out. Okay, that's all. Thanks again. Bye.